Don 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 don. Did I share? Did I share? Here, I'm gonna, let's see here. Let's see. Comments. Guest requests are open. Guest requests are open. Let's just have some fun and chat. Whatever. Requests. Guest requests are open. Guest requests are open. Guest request is open. Guest requests are open, so let's chat. Talk it up. Shoot the shit. What's going on? Let's get this party started. Come on, Lee.
I thought we were done, man.
Man, I'd be like, you know what? Let me jump right back into this. Have some fun. I'm bored, so have a live stream. So guest requests are open, so anybody can join.
So that photo, they need to redo him and do it right. I'm not saying that, Nicolas Cage was totally horrible, but it could have been better.
Yeah, I mean that's Johnny. Can't his name's much. It's slipping right
Blaze.
now. Blaze. But
Johnny
yeah,
Blaze, yeah.
I don't know. 'Cause if they do Ghost Rider, they have to. The thing with Marvel is that they never like when they bring their characters into the MCU. Most of the time, they don't really live up to their power. For like Adam Warlock. Like Adam Warlock is bananas. Like in the comics, but in the movies, he's kind of like dumbed down a little bit. So same thing for
Well,
Thanos too. So
they let him out of his cocoon early.
yeah, but still, I don't know. I mean,
What?
I mean, my thing is like I told
Now,
the other people the other day. I'm like I'm tired of like I like what they did with Tom Holland and all that, but I'm kind of tired of this like stretched out origin before they actually become the characters that we love in the comics. You know, but that's just my
that
opinion on
that just goes to show how many times I've seen Guardians 3, huh?
Guardians. You see how many times you seen it?
I've had to have seen it anywhere between 10 to 12 times. Like,
Damn,
it's
bro.
still my most rewatched movie of this year.
You seen Guardians 3 like 10 times? 10 to 12?
10, maybe 12.
Damn, I've only seen it like
I don't know. It's just so good.
maybe 3 times. Maybe 3 times. I'm
From
currently
somebody,
doing.
from
Go ahead.
somebody who,
Go ahead.
from somebody who loved it so much, you've only seen it 3 times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when it came out, like there were so many films that were just coming out back to back to back. Because then you jumped into like the Little Mermaid, and then you had Fast 10, and then Spider Verse came out, and I mean June was stacked with movies, and so was July. July, I was telling someone the other day, I was like, I feel like this summer was pretty fire for movies. Every month was bang, like they had like some really great films, but We haven't had a summer like
You know
that.
what's funny about June?
What?
I'm sorry. I was saying, you know what's funny about June?
Hmm.
Uh, June had the movie, like one of the movies that was supposed to be the biggest like movie ever, and then it ends up flopping. The Flash,
Oh, The Flash.
and then
Yeah. Yeah.
and, and then near the wait a minute. When did I was about to probably say some incorrect information because when did Across the Spider Verse come out? Wasn't that the
Early
beginning of
June.
June?
It was like the first like
Yeah,
top of June. Yeah.
yeah. I was about to say some incorrect information because I saw Across the Spider Verse near the end of June, and I was about to say near the end of June, that movie came out. But then I remembered that's right, I saw it late.
Well, I saw The Flash early. I got a fan screening that was like about a weekend early from the release of the film.
You,
And I remember I told you and Kayla, I was like, I don't know about this film. I'm not going to say much, but I was like, I don't know about this film. But, and then we went to see it together. I just watched y'all's reaction. It was so hilarious. That baby CGI scene was just uh I've seen better CGI on the CW show though. The good thing
the
about
only
the
thing I
Flash,
really enjoyed was Michael.
yeah, yeah.
The only thing I really enjoyed was Michael Keaton's Batman and Supergirl. That was like the highlight of the movie.
I mean, I liked it. I didn't really care for the whole like, uh, you know, what was it called? Fuck, what's that? What's that movie from has Bill Murray in it? Uh, damn, what's it called? Groundhog's Day. Like they kept doing the same shit in the
Yeah,
film repeatedly over and over and over, and I'm like, we've seen this trope so many times. And I mean, if you're gonna do it right. Like Loki did an amazing job doing that thing, but like the Flash, I was like, come on, bro. But I mean, I don't know. I was on Twitter earlier, and you ever heard of Lex Reviews, the career
West reviews.
Lex Reviews?
Lex, sounds vaguely familiar. I think I heard you mention him before.
Well, he was saying like that what was he saying? He was saying that moment in the film, in the Flash film, where Barry has to finally like come to terms that he can't fix his mother's passing, that he confronts her one more time, and that very tearful moment. And Lex was like, "This is the most not Marvel hasn't done anything to top this." And I'm like, "Are you crazy? You got Guardians 3, you had Across the
Uh-huh.
Spider-Verse. It's crazy."
You
I'm so
remember what
glad.
I said? Remember
What?
what?
Go ahead.
Do you remember what I said about that movie when we walked out the theater?
You said a lot of things. I can't really remember, to be honest with you. You and Kale both said a lot
What
of things.
I said about what I said about that movie was is that basically the moral of that movie is it's okay to fail.
I mean, yeah, I mean, look, I might come off as hating on DC this year, but like, I love DC. Like, I mean, I literally did a movie night today. But, I mean, and here's the thing, I was really looking forward to the Flash film because the trailers were awesome. Like, the Super Bowl trailer for Flash was awesome. Like, it was like real, I was so excited for it. And then when I saw it, I'm like, I mean, you had Tom Cruise and what's the other dude's name that said the movie was great? Shit, I can't remember his name right now. What's his name? Hawkins, whatever it was.
Tom Cruise like the Flash.
Yeah, well, quote unquote, like the Flash, but I don't know. I think he got paid to do it. But I don't know. I mean, you had legends saying like, "Oh, this is the best DC film." Like, and then when I saw it, I'm like, "There's no way." I saw Blue Beetle was awesome. I enjoyed Blue Beetle. It was I just like just like all the other
another
films.
film we
Say what?
another film we saw together. Another
Yeah.
film we saw together.
Well, like I'm saying, like the Blue Beetle, like all the other films that have come out during the strike. That film, honestly, I feel like the Marvels would have done a little bit better too if it wasn't for the strike. I mean, Saul 10, I feel like the creator would have been a bigger film if the strike. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm happy that somewhat the actors got what they wanted, but like the strike really did a number on all the films that came out for sure. But I feel like Blue Beetle and the Marvels were, or especially Blue Beetle, was very criminally like taken from the spotlight for sure. I feel like it was a really great film. I mean, it felt like to me, honestly, it's the equivalent of Ant Man, the first one, in my opinion.
I I got four more movies I highly anticipatedly well I'm probably saying that very stupid, but four more movies I really want to see in the theaters of this year.
Hey, if y'all want to join the live, let me follow you back. Well, you got like 100 followers, so you can't even. Yeah. What are you saying?
I was saying I got four more movies that I really want to see in the theaters this year. Like very highly anticipated for me.
What's that?
One I'm seeing this week, Napoleon. Actually, the other two come out next month, I believe, on the same week. The Bike Riders and Silent Night. And
You know,
let me ask you something about the bike.
yeah,
Let me ask you something about the Bike Riders. Have you seen the trailer for that?
I haven't.
Okay, man. If you, I almost don't want to tell you this. If you watch that trailer and you think deep on it, it looks like the prequel show that we've all been waiting for a certain show.
Oh, Sons?
Oh my god, yes, that's like the main reason I want to see the Bike Riders.
Yeah. I love the Sons. I'm very disappointed with Mayans, though. I wasn't a big fan of
I
Mayans. I mean,
hated that.
I love the show.
I
I just
hated that ending.
the ending was not good. I did not like the ending. They rushed it really bad.
I I don't think Ezekiel deserved what he got.
I mean, it's not that because I feel like the path he was going down, I feel like it was going to end one way. I had a little hope maybe they were going to do something differently because they already did before with Jax, but I just didn't. I mean, I'm glad that Easy, right? No, 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 no. What's his name? What's the
Yeah,
brother's name? What's the
Angel.
brother?
Angel.
I'm glad that Angel got a good ending, but I just I don't know. And they left things book like open ended because some of the things they didn't really wrap up. Like what's his name that's still around?
You know
The
what? I
agent.
didn't say that last movie.
Hmm?
I didn't say that last movie, but I'm sure you know what it is.
The last movie.
I only said three of the four anticipated
What?
movies I want to see in theaters.
Well, what's the
Oh,
other?
come on. You know the last one.
Aquaman?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited. I already got my tickets for it. I wish Currently Hulk had the same design from the Incredible. Same. Now I know a lot of people have been wanting that. I keep trying to tell people, Captain America, the Brave New World, the fourth one, the fourth Cap film. It's gonna be a crazy ride for the Hulk fans because they're setting up a future Hulk film. Because now Marvel, a lot of people don't know this. Marvel got the rights back to Hulk earlier. I think it was last year, or early this year. So yeah, the smart Hulk won't last long. They're gonna go into I think they're going down World War Hulk. It's going to be interesting how they're going to do that because they already visited the Planet Hulk stuff. But yeah, I think because I know for a fact that Captain America 4 is going to bring in a lot of the Hulk story. Now I don't know, they might reshoot it though, because I think there has been rumors that that's where they're going with it. I know they're going to do a Hulk film because they got the rights back. And that's what everyone thinks they're going to go with it. But my thing is that I mean, Planet Hulk was the reason for World War Hulk. So, and since I mean, unless they do something with Scar, which I don't know if they would do that already, since Scar is like just newly introduced through She-Hulk. So I don't know, but I mean, imagine if we had World War Hulk as a movie. That would be crazy. I mean, granted, we don't have X-Men, but I think it'd be dope. I mean, just imagine. I mean, we really don't have.
I thought it was happening.
Um, say what?
I thought it was happening.
We
It's
do.
happening, isn't it?
We have X-Men coming, but by the time if they do World War Hulk, we don't have our well, in the Marvels film. You haven't seen it yet, have you?
No, it's not that I don't want to see it. It's just that I if this makes sense, like it's a movie I'd rather wait for like Disney Plus. I I know
I
you
know,
like
but
go see all the comic book films. Just it wasn't one I got excited for. Like, yes, I want to see it, but like, am I gonna go like out of my way to especially Danville, North Carolina, because this theater in Halifax doesn't get everything? Um,
you
yeah,
would if you were
I
in
gotta
my
go to
hometown.
Roxborough.
You would have gone if you
I
were
gotta go
living
to
near me.
Roxborough, North Carolina.
Yeah, I'm saying
Huh?
you would have seen it if you were near me, though. You know you would have.
I probably would have go, just to go with you, but
Oh, whatever. Don't
I
even
gotta
try to
go to
downplay.
Roxborough, North Carolina.
So what?
But I gotta go to Roxborough, North Carolina, just to see Napoleon. That's where I went to see Killers of the Flower Moon. It's about a 45-minute drive.
Yeah, yeah. What'd you think about that film?
Well, you didn't see my review, did you?
I think I did. I think you were, wasn't it like a response to that the podcast that you did a review on it?
That I responded to that, and then I did the review because like them guys just they don't seem smart, or they got ADD or ADHD or something. Like they're they
They,
it seems like they got very low brain mentality or don't know a good film when they see it.
yeah, well, they've said some wild stuff on that podcast. Some wild stuff.
I saw your video.
Hmm. Yeah, they said some wild stuff. I don't really rock with it, but I mean, what can I
Yeah,
do?
that's wild.
Yeah, it is wild.
Hmm.
Hey, what's up? Hey, he just doesn't fit the character in the movies. They literally ruined the character. What character are you talking about? You talking about Hulk?
He was talking about Mark Ruffalo being Smart Hulk.
I liked him as Smart Hulk. I mean, I think it's overstayed its welcome, of course, but I mean, it was good for what it was. But I mean, I granted, I do miss the, you know, Hulk smash, going crazy. I miss that Hulk. Everyone does. I mean, that's the reason why everyone fell in love with Hulk. I mean, I look at Smart Hulk like the symbiote stuff for Spider-Man. Like it's good for its the story they gotta tell, but you can't keep it as the character for long because then it overstays its welcome. So I just yeah, but I mean they did it in the comics. I mean that's where they got it from, like the majority of stuff. But yeah, I just yeah, I'm ready for the Hulk to go nuts. You know,
It might happen in World War Hulk.
seeing Hulk when he went back in time and had to. Yes, when he went back to the Avengers movie and where he had to act like his old self and he was so desperately like it was so sad how he was trying to smash that car. He ripped his shirt off.
It was funny though. It
Yeah,
was funny though.
it was funny, but yeah, yeah. I kind of wish they would like re-release the stuff in theaters a little bit. I mean, I loved when they re-released the Dark Knight trilogy in theaters on Batman Day. That was really dope.
Man, I swear, I would have been there.
Dude, I was there all day, all day,
I know you were.
and I planned it out too. Thank God for my subscription thing that I do because it would have been expensive, but I barely paid anything for it. But yeah, I mean, I planned it out. Like I went for Batman Begins. I think I had popcorn and a drink, and then this before the Dark Knight, I had my dinner. I got the pizza like I usually get, and a drink, and I think a sass, not like a candy or something. And then the last one I got, which I never do, is got ice cream. But by the third film, I was really tired. I'm like, I don't know if I can make it. But World War Hulk is the Hulk where we can take one step. He almost destroyed. Yeah, he almost destroyed everything. It was because of Meek, because Meek is different in the comics than he is in the movie. But Meek kind of like I have to re. I'm gonna have to reread that again. I had to. It's been a while because the Planet Hulk stuff was like late '90s, and the World War Hulk was more towards like right after Civil War, which was after like 2006 and whatnot. I think it was like '07 or '08 when that came out. You don't know nothing
I
about
th-
the comic stuff.
I think it's so funny how whenever you get into a live, DC and Marvel come. I mean, I'm not saying nothing bad about them, but so it's November, Thanksgiving time. You got all these Christmas movies, but the only Thanksgiving movie that comes to my mind is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Help me out. What are some more Thanksgiving movies?
I always thought Batman Begins is a Thanksgiving movie. To be honest with you, it feels like a Thanksgiving film. Oh,
How though?
oh, I know a perfect one. Spider Man, the first one.
Spider Man, yes, Spider Man technically can be a Thanksgiving film.
They had a Thanksgiving in there.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, obviously the horror film that just came out, but
Did you see
let's
it
see.
yet?
Not yet. I'm waiting. I was gonna do it. I was gonna watch it yesterday, but then my brother has some things he needed me to do. But I'm definitely gonna see it this weekend though. Probably Saturday.
I've been hearing a lot of good stuff. You know, some, you know, it was okay or decent, but I mean, I haven't really heard anybody say it was bad, horrible, or trash yet.
How long do you think it's going to take for Tom Spider-Man 4? I if I'm well, I'm a betting if I'm a betting man, I know they have some of the script together. I know Tom signed on for 6 more films for sure. If I'm willing to bet, they're going to probably start filming towards the end of next year, so probably 2026 around there. I mean, they can't release it in 2025 because 2025 is already stacked. I mean, the biggest film that year is going to be Superman Legacy, but you also
Isn't
got the. Hmm?
isn't wasn't Tom taking a break from acting though? And then plus
He already did it.
2026.
He already
That's
did the break.
yeah, but also 2026, that's a long time considering that Homecoming was 2017, Far From Home was 2019. I mean, they're releasing a new Spider-Man every 2 years and then all of a sudden a 5-year halt.
He's already taken the year break. Took that during last year. But I mean, technically he has second year because of the strike. But because Marvel's doing a big restructuring thing, so a lot of the films are either getting pushed back or uh, changing around. Like I know they're going to reshoot Captain Four because some of I mean, the whole restructuring is going crazy. But yeah, Tom, they're definitely going to do more Spider-Man stuff for sure. Because you got Venom 3 coming out next year, and you have Madam Web that's coming out in February, which I'm kind of worried about. But then you had Deadpool 3, and for DC you have Joker 2, which I don't know, man. Uh, I don't know, but I think there's also that Commandos show that's supposed to come out. Oh, the Penguin. That's supposed to come out later this next year. I know they start filming again tomorrow, but or no,
I
no, no,
forgot
next week.
about it.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody been talking about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, everything's gonna start catching up again. But what are your thoughts on you found out they messed up the timeline in Homecoming? They did. Okay. So they actually fixed that because they released the MCU book on Amazon, and in the MCU, it's like the new timeline for the MCU on book, which is on Amazon, and they actually addressed that. They basically used a TVA saying that it was I forgot the name of it, but like apparently it was a misunderstanding or something like that, and they had to correct it. So they kind of made it in canon that it was a mix up, and they had to fix it through the TVA. So, but but yeah, it's because Sony don't be paying attention. They don't be paying attention to some of their stuff. Sony be messing up sometimes. It's Sony. What do you expect? Yeah, that timeline book is really good. And I suggest to everyone if you're an MCU fan, I would read that book because there's a lot of stuff that because they also address the Scarlet Witch stuff and they confirmed that she's actually dead, quote unquote. I mean, they're definitely gonna have to bring her back, but through the film that she actually did die, but or unalived. Sorry, TikTok. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm kind of glad Marvel is taking a slow break for next year because we haven't had one MCU film a year since the Avengers. So I'm kind of glad they're doing that.
I'm still psyched for Deadpool 3.
Yeah, man, that's going to be crazy. But they also got San Diego Comic Con coming out next year, and I already got some information that that place it's going to be crazy. They're going to have a lot of announcements, and Marvel's going to do a lot of changing in their release dates and everything for Phase 5 and 6 and 7. But
My brother was like, I don't care where we gotta go, but when Deadpool 3 comes out, we're there.
bro, you should come up here to see Deadpool 3.
I mean, no offense, but I'd like to see it with my brother, and I don't know if he'd be down for coming up 2 hours to see it.
What, you don't want to see Deadpool 3 with me? That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'll just take Caleb and David. How about that? That's fine. If David even goes, David probably won't go.
I don't
But
know the last time he's even gone to a movie.
shit, I think the last time he went to a film, I think it was with me actually. It was me and Terry. We went to go see Dune. Ironically.
Now, there was that time me, you, and him saw The Northman,
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. You're right.
but
That's probably the last time.
he also did go see Guardians 3 with Shelby.
Man, he. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. But yeah, I
Oh
know
yeah,
Caleb definitely would go. Say what?
I remember the other two movies. If you want to know what they were,
For what?
remember those two movies I couldn't remember that I got from Best Buy, got from Best Buy
Oh yeah,
online.
yeah.
And,
Tell
and the
tell the
reason
class.
tell the class, the reason I'm getting them online is because the nearest Best Buy to me is an hour away, and it's worth getting them online than just making a special trip to Best Buy an hour away.
You better buy it up now because Best Buy gonna be done with that stuff.
That's why I think they're doing these sales.
I think well, from what I heard, that's that Walmart and Dollar General is going to be buying up a lot of their releases. So Walmart's going to start kind of putting more priority into their physical media release. So is
Yeah,
Dollar General.
probably by next year. But the other two movies are Fury with Brad Pitt and them other onslaught of actors. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. That's all that.
You like it?
Oh, I love it.
I know it was done almost 10 years ago, but I
So
I think eh, I'm not much of a Brad Pitt guy, but I think anytime he's in like a war movie, like you seen Legends of the Fall?
yeah, that's all.
I like that movie. I like Troy, and I like Fury. Like it's crazy because those movies are all 10 years apart, and it seems like every 10 years. For me, I'm wondering what he's going to do next year because it's going to be next year is going to be 10 years from Fury. Like I don't know. It just seems like every 10 years, Brad Pitt puts out a bomb ass movie, and the other one was Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge. A that's one with Andrew, right?
That's the one with Andrew Garfield,
Yeah, Andrew. Yeah. You know, you should have gotten.
Desmond Dolph.
You should have
What?
gotten the Batman Master of the Phantasm on 4K.
It wasn't. It didn't have a deal. It was like
Uh,
it was like anywhere between 21 and 26. Between $21 and $6. But
you
21 and
know me,
$26. Can't talk tonight. My bad.
I didn't waste no time when I came out. I got that thing fast.
Yeah, you got it that day.
Hmm. I didn't waste no time.
It was at Best Buy too, I believe.
Yeah, I'm
Before
running
they
out of
made their
room though.
Me too. I'm literally putting my DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks on top of my other DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks.
Well, I'm upgrading Logan to 4K, which is pretty cool. But a couple other stuff.
Bro, if I tried to upgrade everything, I don't know if I could afford it.
Well, I'm not trying
Cause
to upgrade everything. I'm just upgrading Logan 'cause I saw a deal and I was gonna get it.
I'm just I'm just saying, like, a lot of people do, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
especially the people that have 5 to 7 thousand movies. Like, you need your own mansion just to have a movie room.
Do you
Like,
imagine
don't
if
get
I
me
had a
wrong,
theater
I
room?
would, but I don't have the money.
Dude, if I had a theater room, just like a personal theater room, I would be there 24/7. No lie. Man, I love the theater. Love the theater.
I can see, I can see me, you, and Caleb in the theater room now, just like, all right, we're hungry. Let's go in and want some DoorDash.
You ain't lying, dog. You know me. I would try to get that apple pie from McDonald's or something. But yeah,
That warm apple pie.
bro, don't get me started now. Don't get me started. It's too late for me to eat anything,
Oh no, we were just gonna tell your mother that we ate it all.
bro. Oh, I made the bacon wrap weenies tonight for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Now my
that's
hands
cool.
smell like pork.
We ain't even really done any Thanksgiving food shopping, and then my brother was like, "Watch, we'll go food shopping for Thanksgiving, and Walmart won't have barely anything."
You should just go ahead and what you did back in September. Just get a big old glob of lobster or crab, whatever. That I thought that was hilarious. Dude, you moved you moved all the way to Halifax. The next thing you do, you take pictures of you eating crab and whatever it was on the table, just laid out. I was like, this man. And didn't you had you? I know you had garlic, melted garlic butter with it too. Did you?
Oh yeah, I was I was basically just taking pictures, displaying it, getting together with the family. That's what it was all about.
Yeah, yeah. You were trying to show off that crab. Don't even try, bro. Don't even try. I mean, I took a picture of I tried that snowman cookie from Starbucks. It wasn't all that.
I don't even know anything
Starbucks food
about it.
might be good,
Man,
but
I don't know how long it's been here, but Halifax has a Starbucks.
it's about time. Is it bad? I kind of
Yeah,
want
but they
Tom Peter not to go after Jim J. Let's see.
that's 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 easy. A Perfect World with Kevin Costner and Clint Eastwood, and Falling Down with Robert Duvall and Michael Douglas. Those are two of the underrated movies of mine.
I I don't know about Cindy. I mean, I see where you're going with the Cindy Moon stuff. Gwen, yeah, I would love to see them do Gwen, but I would like to see some Black Cat action. But I mean, I do feel like at the end of the trilogy, they should have him and MJ finally get together and ride off into the sunset, if you will, and let Miles Morales take over his mantle. But
Hey,
yeah.
We mentioned Caleb a few times. Where is he at whenever you're doing these lives?
Man, he's sleeping. He's got to work the next day.
Does he still? Is he still doing the same job?
He's working at I think so. That garage shop.
It was like, yeah, it was like garage door installations or whatever.
Yeah, he's getting his. I don't know if you saw in the group chat. He's getting his own apartment.
Yeah, I heard all about that fiasco from a inside source.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to talk about it on here, cause yeah, I don't want to cause no shit. Yeah, but you will. Yeah, what I'm talking about. But who would play Black
Yeah,
Cat and Tom? Oh, how? I don't know. Black. Who would play Black Cat? Mm, it definitely had to be a good blonde. Let's see. Who's a good blonde actress today that could play Black Cat?
I know. I know somebody. If the movie was made in the '90s or maybe even early 2000s, that would play her, but not now.
Let's see.
I,
Who?
I
Okay,
don't know
what would
how
you
you feel about this.
go ahead?
I don't know
Go
how
ahead.
you feel about this one, but personally, if it was like if this the movie was done like back in '97 or '99 or even 2000, Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah, yeah. I can see that. I can see that.
Even
I can
though
see that.
even though Batman and Robin, I think there's one movie she did that I thought she acted great in, and I don't know if you've seen it or not. Blast from the Past with Brendan Fraser, her, Christopher Walken, Sissy Spacek. I think that's another underrated movie, to be honest. It is so funny. It's hilarious.
Hey Weber, what? Who would you cast as Black Cat? I'm kind of interested in seeing what you would say. Yeah. I
Hey, what about the
go.
chick who's playing ballerina?
What's her name?
Oh, she's got like one of those names that you can't never remember. It's like Armadeus or something.
Oh. I don't know. I don't know, but she doesn't have the body build for. I mean, she could. I mean, she if she worked out, I guess. I know she does. With like, yeah. The girl from Knives Out. You're talking about, right?
Yes, Anna de Armos. Yes,
Yeah. I don't know.
Armas.
I can see her more of a well, not Cindy Moon, but more of like, or more, no, more like a Betty. I could see her more as a Betty for Spider Man, but um, I don't see her as Felicia Hardy though. She's not. She doesn't have that body to really do that. I mean,
Oh, that's right. She was in that movie with her and the other girl. Tried to make Keanu Reeves look like a creep weirdo. If you know
mhm.
what movie I'm talking about.
That movie made me so uncomfortable.
Well, it's actually a remake of an old '70s movie called Death Game.
That makes sense. Everything that came out of the '70s was kind of weird, besides Star Wars and Rocky. But,
Well, I mean, Godfather came out in the '70s.
well, of course, but besides the
You got
classic,
Jaws.
besides the classics, there was a lot of weird movies in the '70s.
The Exorcist.
There was, I remember this one time me and Caleb, I was at Caleb's house, and Brad turned on this like comedy 70s film from it was like a raunchy comedy and it was so weird, bro. It was weird. I mean, it was just you know me. I don't. I love old
What was
films.
it
Like I'll
like?
sit. It
Was it
was
like a
like
skit movie?
kinda. It was like if it was SNL but in NC-17. I'm reading.
Was it? Was it Kentucky Fried Movie?
I think it might have been that.
Oh my God! Yeah, let's not even talk about that movie on here.
Yeah, I don't know why you turned that on. And Amy was losing her shit. She was like, "Why are you playing this film?" It was hilarious.
There's
Brad's a trip, bro.
there's a scene in that movie that just Dave loves, and I'm like,
Well,
man,
I know what scene you're talking about too. Hmm.
The Rex Kramer Danger Seeker.
Hmm. That whole movie has David written all over it.
Ah, he begged me to watch it one time, and when I did, like, don't get me wrong, there were a few laughs, but then there was some, like, uh, who thinks of stuff like this? And it was
Hmm.
the 70s. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, you know me. I love old films. Like I'll go all the way back to the 30s, but uh, I love the Thin Man series. The Thin Man movies were way ahead of their time. But
Hell, there's some Henry Fonda movies that I like that were done in the 50s. I think Henry Fonda was in an old western called like the Return of Frank James or whatever.
yeah,
I like that.
yeah. Oh, you.
Really?
I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go see Godzilla -1. I'm definitely gonna see that.
I haven't even seen any trailers for that.
Dude, go see the trailer. It's awesome. Cause you know how like Godzilla is more like he's not really going after the humans. He just so happens to run into them when he's like comes out of the ocean and whatnot. But he's not really trying to go
Yeah,
out
and
his way to
everybody's
kill
all
people.
scared and trying to kill him.
Yeah, but in this film, he's actually going out his way to murder all the people. It's like he's going out his way to do it, which is crazy. Like there's a scene in the trailer where there's men on this boat and they're trying to get away, and he's just like he's above water, just swimming towards them like a crocodile, and it's so creepy but so fucking awesome.
Okay, so this sounds like a Godzilla horror movie.
It's kind of like that, yeah. It's good. It's not connected to the universe they're doing, but it's really good. It looks really good.
Aren't they doing a Godzilla versus Kong too?
That comes out next year, I think. They have Monarch coming out too. That the show.
Yeah, I could watch that right now if I wanted. I I upgraded my phone plan to where Apple TV Plus is included in with it, so now I can watch anything on Apple TV Plus.
This movie doesn't even need to be part of the MCU canon, but I want to see Infinity Countdown maybe. Yeah, you know, you bring up the newer stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't see how right now, currently, how that's going to fit into the saga that's going on right now. Because
So,
yeah,
what exactly is an Infinity Countdown?
it it's hard to explain because it's like very comic booky, but it's Marvel. It's like it's like the prelude to Infinity Wars, which is like it was like it came out around when Infinity War the movie came out, but it was in between that. Infinity War was basically Gamora going crazy with the Infinity Gauntlet. Like she cuts off Thanos' head. It's like it's really dope. But
So is this like a what if thing?
no, it was part of the main universe, but it was it was one of those things where they do with comics is where like if they have a big film like MCU film coming out, they'll do like a comic book something around it, like kind of like for the Marvels because originally the technically in the comics during the Amazing Spider-Man run they killed off Miss Marvel and they brought her back around this time for the Marvels, but she comes back as a mutant like she is in the MCU. But yeah, it's really. I mean, it's a good. I know you don't read comics, but it's a good. It's a good story. But basically, it's a prelude to the Infinity Wars, to the comic Infinity War, or I think it's Infinity War. I can't remember, but it's really good though.
Man, I know I keep on going to that Best Buy thing, but you know what I really wanted and almost got, but I think it got sold out before I even kn- like why even keep it on there if it's sold out? Like, are they gonna keep it on there because it they might get more copies and sell more? It was the Pulp Fiction 4K.
You didn't get that?
It was sold out before I even started looking last week.
Mm,
It's not available anywhere. It was like it everybody was after that, apparently.
yeah, I'm cinema fans yet. That's me. Oh, how are you, sir? I'm tired. I apologize. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I would love to see a little episode where Spider-Man was sick and didn't. Yeah, if you want. I mean, there's nothing really comic book conversation wise. We can. I guess we can come in. If you want. But yeah.
Oh, hello, Philip. Say what's up to you.
What's up?
Nothing much. How you doing?
Doing good. How was your day?
It was fun. Thank you for asking. I was just vibing. I just got done talking to a bunch of homies. We were talking about comic issues and stuff like that. The Avatar: The Last Airbender, et cetera, et cetera. They kept trying to get me into like, comic debates, even though I'm too more far complex than that to do so because it's like I could care less. I can debate anything. People just are just ignorant. And I don't,
Yeah, I've stopped doing that with people because it's going in circles pretty much.
yeah, I ain't got time for all that.
Yeah.
Like I stand on my ground. And now I'm like, you know what? God bless you.
Yeah. I
You
hear
look,
you on that.
you look like you're a big fan of Storm.
I sure am. Oh, my bad. The Beyonce of Marvel. Oh, absolutely.
Hey, Lee, you should check out the live stream from Friday I put on YouTube. They have like a big old, well, it's not, it doesn't last that long. I mean, they have a good old, yeah, she, I think what live was it when you went in where you said that told everyone to go look out the window
Oh
and
yeah,
see
oh yeah. I was like, that was in Millie's live, if I'm not mistaken,
that shit was
or
hilarious.
Andy's. I'm like, y'all need to look outside. They're like, wait, what happened? I said, a storm is coming.
I thought that was hilarious.
No, it's fun. I actually was talking to my friends, my folks. They're like, you know what? Storm is really amped. I said, you know what? If you look about it, she's an omega level mutant. I feel like her powers ended up happening organically. They started to happen. They connected the dots. Instead of like, always determining the weather, she's able to like determine like, what's going on within somebody else's body. Because come on now, we breathe every day. We breathe oxygen every day. And on top of it, she's also has that ability of matter manipulation when it comes to, the stamina of like hot air pressure and stuff like that, etc. But she also became OP when she looked at everything as oxygen. She looked at everything as far as a form of energy. That's when her mind began to like go from A to Z, very complex, managing to stretch her whole entire, attributes that she has when it comes to gifts. I said, duh, she's a science teacher. She's a teacher of the Charles Institute. This stuff right here doesn't like it comes like it's easy for her. So like, come on now.
Yeah.
Okay, people will never admit that they're wrong in debatism. Oh, absolutely. That's why I don't. That's why could care less because they like nobody can move me. Like for example, I know when a person loses, and I know when I know when my favorite character, or even if my dislike of a character, anyone, I can tell when they win or when they lose. It's just being honest because why? I read the comic issues and I know what they're doing. I know what their abilities are. And I know what they've done that's actually bigger than this. you
Mm.
know? So it's like, I'm not fan based, you know? And if I am, I like to troll, but other than that, 9 times out of 10, I'm always honest.
Yeah, my thing with the whole the comic book debate stuff with the versus stuff is that they keep going back to the same old stuff. Like, now they're going back to the Batman versus Black Panther. I'm like literally come on with this. Like this is just getting old. Or
Hmm.
it's the Batman versus Wolverine. I'm like, just give it a break.
For real.
But
Hmm.
yeah, King was
But,
about to lit someone's ass yesterday.
hmm.
That was
You
just
said,
hilarious.
you said who?
King Lion, he was about to really
Oh,
flame
yeah,
somebody.
absolutely. I love King. These cool folks. Hmm. I talk about comics with him all the time.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. He's gave me him and Nave Nava gave me some pointers on cinema fans, which is pretty dope. But yeah,
Hmm.
pretty good guys. I ain't gonna lie.
Hmm.
Unlike other creators on this app, I'm not gonna mention names, but yeah.
You're
Yeah.
talking about me, right?
No,
Mhm.
no, no, no. I'm talking about
Oh,
someone with the last name Goofy, but
oh, excuse me, real quick.
Oh,
Excuse me.
you and
mm,
him fell out?
he he. Okay, so here's my thing with movie talk is that and it's movie talk and comic book talk. It's like we got into this world of like when I started doing this on TikTok, it just felt very, organic. Like I felt like everyone was coming from a place of like we're all fans. It's like where you can enjoy stuff as fan, kind of like we're doing now. Like what we do all the time. But like it's gotten to a point now. It's like it's become YouTube,
And
and
now
it's
there's toxicity.
yeah, and like for instance, like the whole Marvel, the MCU's in shambles stuff. Like, I remember when that first came out last year, a bunch of these big creators were like, "This is wrong. This is toxic. If you hate on every Marvel film, maybe you shouldn't watch it." But then a year later, like 2 weeks ago, when Variety did that article, all these big creators started saying the same shit. I'm like, you guys are hypocrites, like every single one of you. And like, I lost respect for a lot of creators, but like, I just, I had someone tell me, I'm not gonna say who, but like they told
Some,
me like, look, man, you're rising up right now as a creator. Like you could be that voice, something new, because right now it's dry with movie talk and comic book. I mean, just that whole world. YouTube does not do anything. They keep doing the same thing. Like we need something new in this world, in this community, in this fandom. So I'm trying to be a part of that change. But it is toxic. I gotten like 5 death threats within 1 month because of a Marvel film.
Christ. Somebody started trolling me in the comments of my most recent video, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I always stay grounded. I try to stay grounded. I always try to stay grounded. I just want to give people what they. I mean, I give my own opinion, and if it's something that I feel like it's biased, I will state that. But I try my best to get because literally it's in my name, cinema fans. This is the home for fans of cinema. Like, not trying to plug anything, but that's literally the name. Like that's what I'm trying to do. That's my vision. That's my idea. I want to give it to the people. I want the people to have a platform to speak their voice. Like, perfect example, Lee, Film Fanatics. Before he did his own thing, he was on Cinema Fans and he did reviews with me a lot. And now he branched off and now he's doing his own thing. He's a perfect example of what I'm trying to do. But and it doesn't even have to be content creation. Like it could be anything. Like a dream job or a dream career or just anything. Being a parent or whatever you want
Sh-
to do. But
Shoot, we did like 15, 16 reviews together before. Uh, you go, you like this just as much as I do. You could probably be a content creator. And I thought about it for months, and then I just finally broke down. I was like, let's do this. Let's
yeah,
see how I do.
I think you do really well in the movie trivia game. Like seriously. You're like
Oh,
a encyclopedia for movies and stuff like that,
I
especially when it comes
was
to actors.
quizzed on
Go ahead.
some. I was quizzed on. Now I'm sorry to bring this up, but Free Willy, and the guy was like, "Who starred in it? What was the whale's name? Who directed it? How long was it? Who uh who who created the characters? Who were the writers and producers?" And I got everything right, and everybody was just like applaud by that.
Hmm. And that's what I'm telling you, man. You do a pretty good job. I'm trying to read the comments real quick. I had a creator attack me and kick me from community for someone saying I sound like them in the stream. Yeah. Yeah, I try my best with the live stream stuff. I kind of slowed down. I tried to do a podcast thing, and I kind of do it once in a while now, but it's hard because like I don't have a moderator, so it's hard to catch a lot of people. Sometimes people will be saying out of pocket. I'm just the past like two, the last not the last episode, but the episode like 7 and 8 were just toxic, just back and forth fighting. I'm like, this is not what I want to do. So I'm kind of like slowing down the podcast and redirecting it. But it's hard. It's hard to you can't control people what they, what they're going to do, but you can at least try to steer it in that right direction. But like I like this podcast now. Like on this episode now. Like I really, I'm enjoying. This is stuff I kind of like. I like me and just another individual or two, just talking about whatever. Shoot the shit.
Although I'm very random.
But that's the good thing about you. That's a quality that you should really, bring about.
He,
Yeah, yeah.
Here's something I'd really like to see within the next year or two. I want them, whether it's Martin Scorsese or Francis Ford Coppola or Brian De Palma. I want another big mobster movie in the theater and somebody to direct another big western and put it in the theater. Like, I feel like those two genres have died out. Like, somebody bring them back.
I think they're slowly coming back. I think it's going to take a minute, but I think they're slowly. The independent films, I think they're slowly kind of making their comeback a little bit. But
Like,
yeah,
don't get me wrong. I liked the Irishman. The only problem with that is that it had a very limited release in theater. It was like only a day or two. Then it went straight to Netflix.
hmm
Like, stop making these straight to Netflix or Apple TV movies that are theater worthy.
yeah, like the Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt. That should have been in the
I
theaters.
thought that when I first saw that movie, I was like, this movie right here is Terminator meets Independence Day.
hmm You know what film I would love to see in theaters? I know it was released in theaters to limited theaters, but I would have loved to see Nobody in theaters. That would have been cool.
I saw it in the theater.
I know
Me and
it.
Dave saw that movie in the theater.
I know y'all went to go see it, but I didn't get to see it in the theaters. But
It
yeah,
was at that AMC. Yeah, that AMC.
yeah. Well, again, that was around when COVID was still kind of pretty hot. But,
Yeah, we've talked about it before. Isn't a
yeah,
sequel coming out for that movie? Like, I've been highly, um,
I think it's still in the works.
unpatiently anticipated for that. Like, and isn't Bob Odenkirk 60 now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's definitely in the works, but it's just been put off because a lot of like between the ending of Better Call Saul, then you had all this stuff going on, with the strike and all that. Yeah,
Plus,
I
I
think.
think he had a heart attack.
Hmm. Yeah, I think we'll get it eventually. I think it would be maybe like 2026, maybe 2025 if they start filming next year. Yeah, 2025 and 2026 is going to be crazy with films. I keep trying to tell people.
I am impatiently waiting for the Batman Part 2.
Oh, that's coming. That's definitely coming. I think they start filming that next year. There is a rumor going around that they're going to start filming the Fantastic Four in January, which means we'll
Man,
probably get the casting.
I hope it gets done right. I really do.
Same. And they moved up
I
Dune 2.
refuse.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I remember that. I refused to watch the one that came out like 8 years ago with Michael B. Jordan and Miles Teller. I refused to watch it. It didn't look good. Uh, they changed a lot of stuff up. I mean, did you even watch it, or were you like me? Like you probably watched it one time and was like, "This was trash," right?
I watched it, and I personally don't care for it. I don't like what they did with Doctor Doom. I feel like the first act was in the good, like it was pretty good the first act, but then after the first act, it kind of went downhill for me. So, but compared to the one that came out in 2005 and the Silver Surfer, I those are way better than the reboot that they were doing. But yeah,
Yeah, I actually enjoyed both of those films.
yeah.
Especially for Jessica Alba.
Oh, did you hear they're doing a remake of Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
Yeah, I wasn't real big on that one with Angelina and Brad.
Stan, I never noticed your
I don't know.
usual antisocial filter. I never noticed that was your. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, I didn't really care for the one with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Just
Wait, what?
I don't know,
What?
like like the it had the same effect on me that Max Payne did. Like uh the the trailer was real hypey, and when I saw the movie, I was let down. I was like, this isn't doing it for me. Like I love, and the thing about Max Payne was is that Mark Wahlberg's my favorite actor, and I loved the game. And when I finally saw the movie, I was like, this is not it. Like, what did they do to like? They did not do the game justice, and I was like, man, I know I like Mark Wahlberg, but I mean, I'm not gonna get
Thanks for
rid
the
of this
roses.
movie.
Thanks for the roses, non-comic stuff.
I,
Caleb came
I was
into my
like,
live, last live and gave me roses. It was pretty cool. But sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
no, it's just that it's not like I'm not gonna, get rid of Max Payne, or anything. But it was like a mid movie, but it wasn't like top tier peak like the game was. Like you know, it definitely wasn't a complete dumpster fire like The Happening was. Like I was like come on, Mark. Now, you're just desperate for work right now. Like that movie was terrible.
Yeah. Do you think Marvel will have Peter find a way to have people remember Peter and keep it how it was? I think he'll try to get MJ to remember maybe a couple of the Avengers, but maybe Happy, maybe. But I think it. Nah, I don't. Nah, they should at least have MJ, maybe Ned, and some of the Avengers now.
Have you seen the trailer for Mark Wahlberg's next two movies?
I have. I just can't remember the movie though, like what he's doing.
The one of them's an Apple TV movie called The Family Plan. It's like it's like a more PG-13 comedy version of Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is it's like a aspiring true story drama. He loves to be in those for some reason. It's called Arthur the King. It comes out like in March or April of next year. It's about this like uh I don't know, a marathon racer who like they're in the jungle and they swim. It's like all these decathlon events, and he comes across this dog that like is old but still, is young at heart and knows the way around everywhere. And it, I know I'm probably not explaining it right, but that movie Arthur the King looks really, really good.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Oh, you know what movie I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Also, do you think Dick Fury remembers him and others in space? I think they don't because the spell affected the god. Yeah, the spell works only beyond that universe. So, in order to keep all the other universes from colliding into his, or at least bringing some of the characters that know Peter into that universe. So, no, I don't think Guardian. Only way I can, well, no, because they have Smart Hulk, so I think Hulk would remember. But I don't think, I don't think anybody from the galaxy remembers Peter. But they know Spider Man. They just don't remember Peter. But I saw the Madam Web trailer. I think a lot of people giving that film a lot of hate. I think, you know, I could see. Okay, I could see it going really bad, but I can also see it doing really good too.
Just give it a chance, damn.
But yeah, I do think the antagonist Ezekiel, which is a character based from the Spider-Man comics. He's basically he has Spider-Man powers, but he didn't get bit by the spider. But the way they're treating him in the movie, he's kind of more like Morlun, which is a Spider-Verse villain that basically hunts down a bunch of Spider-Man that goes after the Spider Totem. It's a lot to explain, but basically he's a Spider-Verse villain. But he was also a Spider-Man villain from the 616. But he came from the 90s, early 2000s. But he's a really badass villain, though. But Madam Web, yeah, I think Madam Web, Venom, and Morbius are all in Andrew's universe. So, and from what I understand from Venom 3, that it's going to start connecting to that universe. But yeah, I think we're definitely getting a live action Spider Verse film for sure. The way they're going down that route. But
I don't know how that would work.
I mean, they kind of did it
I
already with
honestly like
Spider Man No Way Home. You think
True,
about it.
but uh I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm really glad you got me into the Spider Verse movies because it was really dumb. Just to, I don't think I'll get into it because it's animated.
Bro, I think if you really took the time and actually watched some of these animated films, you would love it. Like the Massive Phantasm and like that
I've
film I
I've
was
I've
watching earlier.
I've seen Mask of the Phantasm and I like it.
I think you should watch the one I was watching earlier, Justice League War. That's really good.
Is that recent? Did that just come out or has that been around?
It's part of the DC animated film universe that came out from 2011 or something like that to up to 2000 before the pandemic, pretty much. But yeah, it's about a decade or a little over a decade old. But
Some of them animated films can get pretty graphic.
yeah, I'm telling you, man, you would enjoy it. But,
I
are they?
seen my brother watching Flashpoint and like Batman got all shot up and like
Yeah,
everybody with like people were losing their arms and legs and I was like, oh my god.
that's the first film part of that universe. That's connected to the one I was watching. Actually, that's the sequel to it. Like it comes right after it. But are they still making Secret Wars? Yeah, they're making Secret Wars. That's still in the works. Everything's
Yeah, they're
leading.
talking about
Go ahead.
yeah, they're talking about Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman being in it.
Yeah, everything's leading to Secret Wars, and you cannot do Doctor Doom without. You gotta have Doctor Doom in it. You can't do Secret Wars without Doctor Doom.
I'd like to see the old guy come back as Doctor Doom. Like, I really liked him. It's the guy from Nip Tuck. I really liked him in Nip Tuck too.
Yeah, that's a pretty good show. Yeah.
Julian McMahon, that was his name.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of his name, and then he was Christian Troy in Nip Tuck. That role so iconic to me for some reason.
Yeah.
How much longer do you plan to be on?
I'm thinking kind of wrapping up. I'm getting a little tired.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah. But it was fun. I might make this into a podcast episode, to be honest with you.
Maybe put it on YouTube.
Oh, I will. If it comes out right. Because the last two, not the last one, but the last two before, basically, there was one I did for like 3 hours, and there was another one I did for another hour that was addressing the negative comments, and it didn't come out right in the live stream replays. So basically, I can't upload them, which is annoying. But yeah, hopefully this one comes out good.
I tried to do justice for you the other night, but they took it down.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I don't respond to. I'm trying my best not to respond to the negative bullshit. But sometimes they say certain things that just get to you.
Whatever happened to Storm? I was liking her. I thought she was coming back.
She pops in and out to other live streams. I knew she wasn't going to stay long. But yeah, she's a big comic book group. She's one of the big comic book people. Do you think they're going to make their way towards having Thor, Ruin King Thor since looking? Yeah.
She sounds like she knows what she's talking about. And she also sounds, yeah,
good
looking.
If you go, what, bro?
You know how sometimes you can tell in a woman's voice if they like look good or not.
Good Lord, here we go, boy. Better chill. over there. I mean, if you, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm kind of like reading and talk at the same time. Do you think they're gonna make their way towards having Thor be run King Thor since Loki just became God of Stories? Yeah, I know they're making Thor 5. I just don't. That's probably going to be after Secret Wars, probably, or if not before it.
I saw a trailer for that. That was fan made, wasn't it?
What for? What?
The next Thor movie.
Oh yeah, that's fan made. That they haven't even started production for it.
Cause I mean, I figured it was fan made, but man, it literally looked like it was going to be the next one. Like whoever did that did really good.
Yeah. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh boy, I'm not in the mood for Thanksgiving, to be honest with you. I'm just not in the mood for it. I just don't have the Thanksgiving spirit.
A lot of people you're not gonna want to see, or
That and just basically, yeah, that pretty much. I don't know. I really can't eat much because you know my health issues, but I can't really eat much. But also being around people I don't want to be around. But
hey, if it's that bad, I'd invite you down here, even though that's a long way for you. I don't know.
I'm thinking on maybe pulling my. I hate doing this, but pulling my old, I don't feel good trick. But I don't know. I hate doing that because it's bad karma. So
What would you do? Just stay in your room all day?
pretty much, pretty much. I probably can't. I have. They need me at the. Cause it's at my dad's family thing, and you know how that goes. But yeah, yeah.
I'm having
It's what it
Thanksgiving
is.
at my sister's.
I bet you're going to eat good.
Well, it's gonna be cool. I mean, get a lot of time with the niece. She's always cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I think I might wrap it up here because I need to hit the sack. But I appreciate everyone that came onto the live today, and everyone go follow Film Fanatics. I mean, he is
You
basically
ain't gotta do that.
nah. If you're a fan of cinema fans, you're a fan of Film Fanatics. So go check out Film Fanatics. Go give him a follow. Go support his content and whatnot. And yeah, and y'all know me. I'm at where I'm at. I always do lives. So just keep me just follow me. I think they set the notification thing now. So if you want to keep updated, hit the notification thing. Same for Film Fanatics, and yeah. So, but again, thank you for everyone that's joined the live and engaged and had fun with us. But thank you. Hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. If I don't see y'all again, and yeah. So peace out. Peace.
Have a good night.